everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Home Field Locks podcast. We have another weekend bet edition. I'm Danny here with Gavin and Logan. What's going on?
What's going on? Let's do it.
Yeah, college football is kind of light this weekend. It's just Army, Navy, and a couple bowl games. So it's mostly going to be college hoops and kind of underwhelming UFC card compared to last week. But start off with the recap from the last show. We did pretty good. Just Wisconsin kind of killed us. Yeah.
That was ugly. That was ugly.
Yeah.
Hand up
That
accountability. I got nothing else for him. Hand up
I'm never,
accountability.
I'm never trusting them again, ever.
Yeah. I faded UConn for Florida, and Gavin faded Illinois for Ohio State, and both lost out on those.
Yeah, I mean, I had said I really didn't expect Ohio State to win. I just kind of wanted to take a shot.
Yeah.
Bruce Thornton's a dog.
He's so
and
good.
We need to check John Mobley Jr.'s FanDuel account. That's my takeaways from the Ohio State team.
John Blackwell, count your days. You don't want to see me.
Now getting to the slate college hoops. Starting off Friday night, we have Texas and UConn, which is another fake neutral site game for UConn, right in their backyard in Connecticut. Again, want to start this off?
Yeah, I'll start it off. So I guess I'll start off with UConn. What a fun game that was against Florida. Somewhat back and forth. It was more so Florida having to battle back a lot, but just a premier fun college basketball game. I was very impressed by Florida, and I think come SEC play, I do think they will figure it out. Just winning the close ones at the very least. On to Texas. I mean, we've backed them a couple times this year. At least I have. Got blown out by Virginia, which is just not something you want to see. Beat NC State, lost to Arizona State, and lost to Duke, which was another time I backed them. Ultimately, I mean, spread's already opened up at 13.5. I expect UConn to win this game at the very least. But I think 13.5 is a lot of points. I don't know if I think 13.5 is a lot of points, but I definitely will take UConn to win this one. Alex Caravan looked awesome against Florida. He hit the clutch shots. He wasn't anything crazy, but he's what Alex Caravan's supposed to be. So I would take UConn to win this game. I don't know about the points, though. I think 13.5 is a lot. So
yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much more to add to this game, other than UConn wins like at 13.5. That's just too many points for me to bet it. Probably just stay away from this game. But UConn wins it. Not too much to add here.
Yeah, I'm going UConn to win as well, and I'll probably end up taking them to cover. I mean, I've been disappointed with Texas. They got smoked to Virginia, which I feel like that was a big benchmark game for them. Tremont Mark, he's been disappointing to me, and just I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan of their offense. NC State was the only big game that offense really showed up for. UConn, they got a big win versus Florida, which it might be weird to say. I'm still not huge on UConn, but they are getting it done nonetheless. Caravan, like you said, he's been clutch down the stretch, which is big for him. I wasn't huge on Caravan, but I have liked him this year. Hopefully Terrence Reed is back for good. He's been in and out, which they need him there. Which he will get healthy just sooner or later, and hopefully he is here to stay now because he's just such a huge part of the team. A concern I have for UConn, though, is Silas Demary. His numbers have gone down as of late, which is something to watch. But for this Texas game, I think I'm going UConn, and I think I'm taking their points. Texas has just been disappointing to me, and their offense is not going to be able to keep up. Arkansas, Texas Tech on Saturday. I'll kick it off. I have liked Arkansas a lot as of late. Malik Thomas and Acuff has been such a great freshman backcourt duo. DJ Wagner, on the other hand, I am very concerned. I think his spot is eventually going to get taken. With Texas Tech, they haven't had the season exactly they were hoping for so far, but they got a much-needed blowout versus LSU. LSU, they're not a great team, but they need to take care of business in that game they have. Topping it and Anderson, that duo is just unreal. They're really freaking good. Some people have panicked on them, but I'm not. They got cooked to Purdue, but outside that, they've been alright. Arkansas struggled with Boozer, and I think it's gonna go the same for Toppin, and I think Texas Tech gets it done.
Or you want to go?
Go ahead, Logan.
All right. I'm gonna be on the opposite here. I've really liked how Arkansas has looked so far. And I believe I faded Texas Tech like 2 times this season. I faded them against Purdue and I faded them against Illinois, like in big spots, and they lost both of those games. I really like the way Arkansas has been playing. I mean, they lost to Duke, but pretty much everybody loses to Duke, and I mean they kept it relatively close. That Louisville win, I feel like the box score, it looks a lot closer, but that game was not close if you were watching it. And then the loss to Michigan State early in the season, but like I said, it's Michigan State. So I'm gonna be on Arkansas here to win this game is it at Texas Tech?
It's a neutral site in Dallas, so I mean it's kind of
I'm still taking Arkansas here. I'm gonna take a flyer on Arkansas.
I'm going to use Logan's reasoning to back Danny. I think Texas Tech will win this game. Texas Tech is this is a must win. I see early in the season a must win for them. The 2 ranked teams they've played, which both obviously would have been quad 1 wins, they lost. One by 4, one by 30. Some brutal losses. Arkansas, it seems like they kind of got that win against Louisville, who's starting to falter just a tad. Arkansas got that win. They looked great during it too. But ultimately, I think JT Toppin is, like Danny said, I think he's going to be just too much. Cameron Boozer is a great player. I think JT Toppin is just as good, if not better, especially in the post where Boozer was dominating Arkansas. So I'm definitely backing Texas Tech here. I'm guessing the spread will open up at like 1 or 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, it's not going to be much.
It's not going to be much, but this is a must-need win for Texas Tech, and I think they're going to go out there and get it. They've been too good. This is too good of a team to lose their first 3 games against ranked opponents. So I'll back them.
Next is a team that, as a collective, we like, Oklahoma State. They're going in a rivalry game against Oklahoma. So in Oklahoma City. Someone start that off.
I can start it off. I think let me look real quick, but I think in the ACC SEC challenge, I want to say all of us
lost to Clemson.
I want to say all of us were on Wake Forest against Oklahoma. And they destroyed Wake Forest. And then turned around and lose to Arizona State by 16 in a game they were favored by 6 points. I love this Oklahoma State team. I know they're 9-0, and it feels like they're kind of due for a loss. It really does. They're not really supposed to be this good, but I mean, they went on the road and beat Grand Canyon. Not the same Grand Canyon we've known for years past, but a decent squad, beat them by 6, and then went on the road and beat Northwestern. I think they were on the road. They could have been neutral sites. It just says that they were at. But beat Northwestern, who's an okay team. I would say Northwestern's probably in the same boat as Oklahoma.
I was in the United Center. I'm pretty sure that game against Northwestern was the one that followed Duke and Arkansas on Thanksgiving.
Oh, you know what? That's okay. Good point. So it says it's at, so it wasn't neutral site, but still, picking up that win against Northwestern, I would kind of put Northwestern and Oklahoma on the same plateau. Northwestern might honestly, in my opinion, be a little better. I don't like this Oklahoma team at all. So I'm going to back the Cowboys here. I'm riding with Oklahoma State. I love them. So.
Yeah, I'll go next. Oklahoma, they did get a big win at Wake, and then they got smoked by Arizona State, which Nigel Pack was terrible in. Tay Davis, he's finding his footing a bit. Xavier Brown, he has to find his deep shot. It's taken a big hit this year, and I'm just not a big Oklahoma guy, just like you. Oklahoma State, they haven't looked amazing in their past few games, but the thing is they're finding ways to win. They look good enough this year. I like Fowler's game a lot, and he is in an absolute groove right now. I believe he's back coming off a back-to-back 20-point performances. Anthony Roy, he's looking good as expected. And then if you look to the bench, Jalen Curry and Christian Coleman, have provided great production, which is huge for the longevity of this team. And it's also just great to have if Miller, Roy, they're not having their best day, they're going to have people to pick them up. So I'm going to go Oklahoma State here, which does anyone know the track record of this rivalry off the top? Well,
yeah, I think I just looked. Last 3 games, the last 3 games Oklahoma's beaten them. All 3 of them were in 2024. There's been 3 games in 2024.
Oh, when they were in the Big 12. They were in the Big 12.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Big 12 tournament. But I think this is the first time in a little bit I can say that I think Oklahoma State is better than Oklahoma, though.
Yeah.
Maybe since Kate Cunningham, I'd say.
Yeah, damn near.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all on the same page here with Oklahoma State. I mean, I don't really need to say too much that you guys already haven't said. I mean, Oklahoma State, they look very good this year so far. They definitely are due for a loss eventually, just not right here. Oklahoma, I don't know, they're shooting 50% from the field right now. I mean, I expect the number to drop probably to like 46, 45, but I don't know. They're on a roll right now. I don't see them slowing down. Not that Oklahoma.
Yeah, this is Oklahoma State's last test before conference play. I think they will slow down, but if they win this, they'll be undefeated going into conference play, which was not what many people had on their bingo card for sure. They were projected like last in the Big 12. But good for the Cowboys. Go Pokes.
Yes, sir.
Providence and Butler Big East play kicks off Saturday. A lot of teams are gonna. I think the whole Big East is pretty much kicking off. They're not like consistently playing through conference play, but they're playing a game or two in December. I'm going Butler at home. Finley Bizjack, he is a monster, and I've actually been seeing some TikTok edits of him recently, which was not what I was expecting, but I like him a lot. And then you have Michael Ajayi, who pairs well with him. He's averaging a double-double. They lost to Boise State, which a lot of that had to do with Bizjack being off. They're great. Their three-point shooting has been great, but it was bad in that game. You go over to Providence. Ryan Mela has to be more consistent for Providence. I like his game, but he just looks good one game, then he looks off the next. Jason Edwards, his scoring numbers have taken a hit a bit, which it kind of just highlights Providence's problem. They have a lot of guys who can score, but they don't do it consistently, which is an issue. One guy is Vox. He's going to have a good shooting day from deep. He tends to take a lot of threes like sporadically in some games. I think this is going to have to be one of those games where he does that and they hit. But I'm going Butler at home. I like Butler this year. So in a down Big East.
Yeah, definitely a down Big East. I'm going to back you with Butler here. Providence has played 4 big Power 5 teams and lost to all 4 of them. They haven't beaten. They're 7-4 and haven't beaten. Or I'm sorry, they beat 1 Power 5 team. It was Penn State. So, okay. Outside of that, their best win is against a shitty Holy Cross or Rhode Island. Rhode Island's a good win, actually. I don't hate the Rhode Island win.
Didn't they win at Colorado?
No, they lost to Colorado.
Did they lose?
Yeah, they lost by 9.
Is Rhode Island a good win?
Huh?
Is Rhode Island a good win?
Yeah, Rhode Island's solid. They're nothing crazy, but other than that, Butler's much more battle-tested.
Yeah.
I do kind of like this Butler team. I like Danny said. Finley Bizjack, hell of a name, hell of a player. I mean, the other game against Eastern Michigan, he 29 points on 6 of 10 from 3. I mean, that was pretty impressive. He's a baller. Like Danny said, also Michael Ajayi. He moved from thinking about Pepperdine and then Gonzaga. Kind of a shitty year at Gonzaga, and he's bouncing back and having almost a resurgence here at Butler. So I'll take Butler as well.
Yeah, I'm on the team. I'm on Butler too. They really impressed me earlier in the season with how they played against SMU. I think they were winning I think they were up by like 8 or so in the first half, and then they kind of just blew it in the second. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Butler,
yeah, they're up by like 5. They're up 5 at halftime.
Yeah, I mean
They lost on a buzzer beater, so
I think they made a comeback. That's what it was. Like towards the end, they started making a comeback.
Yeah, they made a nice run. Yeah.
But yeah, Butler's beaten. I mean, they beat Virginia, who at the time was ranked. They've been in there with some pretty solid teams. I don't really like this Providence team that much. So yeah, I'll side with Butler here.
Cincinnati and Georgia on Saturday, Big 12 SEC matchup.
I'll start this. I'll be fairly quick. Cincinnati fucking sucks. They're absolutely terrible. They're really bad. Like really, really bad. They lost to Eastern Michigan. I mean, yeah, like I said, I was gonna be quick with this. I don't really have to say much. Georgia by whatever they want. Blue Cane 40 bomb. I don't care.
See, as bad as Cincinnati is, their defense has been very good this year, and it's a good defense versus a good offense. It's kind of going to be to see what gives. I agree. I think Georgia definitely takes this game, but Cincinnati, their offense has looked absolutely abysmal, and like the most they put up was 76 in their last 3 games, and 2 of them were bye games. But their defense is still good, so I don't think Georgia wins by like 20 or whatever. I think it's like 10 to 15, I'd say. But I like Georgia a lot. Their offense has been absolutely phenomenal recently. They blew Florida State out of the water. Their only loss was Clemson in overtime, which not much shame in that. Clemson's proved to be a tough team. I said that Jeremiah Wilkinson would find his 3, and he has, which is kind of just waiting to happen, which brings this team to another level. And then Cannon Catchings, he seems to be back on a scoring track, and he's going to stay there. But I like Georgia in this game.
Yeah, I like Georgia as well. Kind of unheard of, a team's averaging 100 points a game. College basketball, especially 9 games into the season. I agree with Danny. Cincinnati's defense, I mean, yeah, not bad, but you have to score to win. And even if Cincinnati was able to hold Georgia to like in the 70 range, I don't know if they'll be able to score 70 against a Power 5 defense. The loss to Xavier is kind of what the loss I look at the most, simply because, I mean, Georgia only beat them by 1, granted, at Xavier. Cincinnati was also Xavier, but I don't know. I just don't. Cincinnati can't score. They are really struggling on offense, and I think Georgia will score just enough to win this game. I don't know if they'll cover or whatever the spread will be, but I think Georgia just will obviously outscore them to win the game. But they're just too strong on offense for Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati's defense will do good. Like hold them to like in the low 80s, which is technically very good versus Georgia. But if they don't score 75, then it's
you can hold them. You can hold them 25 points below average, and that means they scored 75 points, which is crazy.
Yeah. Next, we have an absolutely brutal matchup: Kansas State and Creighton. I can kick this one off. And I'm not going to harp too much into it. Kansas State has looked absolutely abysmal. And it's kind of funny because their starters get to double digits like every game, but they have some of the least depth that I've ever seen. Like they get no scoring outside their starting 5, which is it's a shame because PJ Haggerty's fun to watch and he's a bucket. Creighton, at least they're winning the games they're supposed to. In the other ones, they just looked outmatched, but they beat Oregon, and I think at least that's enough to convince me to take Creighton.
I don't even want to I don't know.
Can this not go on our record?
Yeah, I was about to say take it off, bro.
Creighton's free though.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll side with Creighton here. Jesus Christ, dude.
Kansas State lost to Bowling Green by 16 points.
Timeout. Kansas State lost to Nebraska by 1. What did Creighton do? Creighton got fucking.
They lost maybe 20 or something.
Got their shit pushed.
Okay, but Kansas State looked a lot better in the beginning of the year than they have recently, no?
Kansas State should have beaten Nebraska, bro. They hit walk-off free throws. Okay, Kansas State did look a lot better in the beginning of the year. That's a very.
And we said Kansas State was the team that was going crazy from 3, and we said it would regress, and it slowly is. Like you take away their 40% shooting, they're not that good.
Yeah, I mean Creighton's beating teams they should beat, and then just getting. I mean Creighton's not beat. Oh, I guess they beat Oregon. That's the only Power 5 school. Every other Power 5 school they've gotten.
Why is Seton Hall like kind of solid? Why are they not bad?
Seton Hall's not bad this year.
Yeah, why are they not bad?
But
yeah, no, I mean, you know what? I think I would still be with Danny. I think at home, Creighton's a tough team at home regardless. So I would take Creighton as well.
I'm taking a Creighton win versus a Bowling Green loss. I mean, an Oregon win versus a Bowling Green loss.
I mean, I guess.
I guess. I mean, it's not slim pickings. Slim pickings.
That was kind of my reasoning with Cincinnati. They lost to fucking Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, I'll take Creighton. I'll take a shot. I guess I'll take a stab at Creighton.
So I'll just be on Creighton. I'm not betting.
You want to talk about no scoring outside of their starters, though? Oh my gosh, both of them, honestly.
Well, Creighton doesn't get much scoring in general. Like Josh Dix is their leading scorer, and I think he's their only double-digit scorer. Right?
Josh Dix is their only double-digit scorer. That's fucking insane.
What is it, like 12 or 13?
Yeah, like 11. Just about. Yeah, like just
11. Like,
but then to be fair, there's 4 more guys like teetering around with like 9.
They get a lot of production.
Yeah, so
but just in the Big East, they're not gonna. In Big East play, they're gonna be in trouble. Like we said with Clemson, they don't have the guy.
And I mean, from their depth, I'll just go with them. But I wouldn't be surprised. No, I mean, shit. PJ Haggerty could still score like 40 and they'd lose.
Yeah, but look after their top 5. It's like
that's crazy. The next high scores 3 points.
It's absolutely insane. But let's get to a definitely better game, Nebraska Illinois, which is going to be a great Big Ten matchup.
I'll start it. So I faded Nebraska. We obviously faded Nebraska last night, or was that 2 nights ago?
It was last night.
That was last night. Yeah.
It was last night.
I hate Keisei Tominaga. He doesn't even go there anymore. I got in a big argument like 2 years ago with that.
I was in your replies.
Yes, you asshole. You didn't back me up. I think Nebraska's just due for a loss. I think this is a different opponent Nebraska's faced. Nebraska hasn't faced anybody remotely close to this good. And they're kind of, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know who the best team the best team they probably played was Wisconsin, which was last night, beat them by 30. But then after that, it might be like Oklahoma. And we were talking about how bad Kansas State was. They beat Kansas State by 1 point on a walk-off 3 throw. I say this a lot, but I really mean this time. I think Illinois is going to expose Nebraska. I think they're going to beat them pretty bad. Like I said, I think this is just a different level of opponent that Nebraska's faced, and I don't think they'll be able to handle the talent Illinois has, just flat out. Nebraska has been good. I will give them their flowers, and a lot better than I thought, but I hate them, and Illinois is going to steamroll them. That's it.
Yep. We will be hate watching Nebraska. I fucking hate them, dude.
I hate Nebraska.
I like absolutely fucking hate them.
Don't hate Nebraska.
Guess what?
Me and Logan are hate watching.
We hate
take them, Danny.
I mean, no, I'm taking Illinois to win the game, but I think Illinois wins. But I like Nebraska. Like
I think this spread's going to open up way too short. I think this spread, because Nebraska's 10-0, is going to be way too short.
They're probably going to dick eat Nebraska, and then I'm going to nuke Illinois, and then I'm going to be swimming in money.
Torvik has 8.7 to Nebraska and Illinois.
Oh, I thought it was going to be
I lied. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Logan, we're still taking them though, right? Can we alt spread a minus 17.5?
Alt spread minus 20. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Fuck Nebraska. I fucking hate them.
Going into that
there's levels, bro. There's levels to this.
Going into that last game, strength of schedule, like you said, it was a big concern, and then they destroyed Wisconsin, which kind of shut.
Wisconsin's fraudulent now. They're fraudulent.
I think everybody's fraudulent according to Logan, as far as I know.
Are.
Well, Logan doesn't predict the game within 10 points. He's like, as long as they do this, they're gonna handle them pretty easily. Everyone's getting BTA for Logan.
Yeah, according to Logan, everybody's just gonna go out there and get their ass kicked.
Bro, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be a close game. I want fucking belt to ass. I don't care.
All right.
I want the belt.
One person I am worried about in Illinois though is Stojakovic. He is very inconsistent, but in that same breath, I think they really found something with Keaton Wagler, freshman. He has really been good, and he raises their ceiling, gets them to the next level. And then they've guys like Mirkovic and then both Iviciches. I think Illinois does win. They passed a good road test at Ohio State, but unlike you guys, I do like this Nebraska team.
I got to be honest though, Danny, with the Stojakovic thing. I know he's inconsistent, but against good teams, he had one bad game. Against UConn was his bad game.
Yeah.
But then like Texas Tech 23, Alabama 26, and then last night against Ohio State 17. I expect him to have a big day against a Nebraska team that's supposed to, I don't know, against this Nebraska team.
I mean, I agree. And then I saw the UConn one; he struggled. But in the Big Ten, like he's going to be playing good teams all the time. Like,
I expect him to be.
Is he going to show up every single night?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I think he will. And that, to your point, Keaton Wagler.
Tennessee, he was brutal.
He's been great. Was he bad against Tennessee? I forgot about
Stojakovic put a 5 against Tennessee.
Tennessee doesn't matter. Tennessee isn't a good team, so it doesn't count. They suck. They're horrible. Oh, Jesus.
Speaking of horrible.
What are we doing?
What the hell, Danny?
All right, I'll start. Pitt sucks.
All right, I'll start.
Cummings dropped 34 for Pitt, and they lost against Hofstra, which is pretty insane. The game before, he had 0 versus TAMU. And I don't really trust anyone outside of him and Corhen, and even trusting them is kind of like marginal compared to other teams' top guys. Like Dunning and Minor are just very inconsistent, and that sucks. Villanova, even though they got killed to Michigan, they won the second half. Take it what you want. Bryce Lindsey was disappointing though. He has to show up for that game, in my opinion. I think he only had like 3 to 5 points.
Tyler Perkins needs to as well.
Yeah, they're like, and Duke Brennan, they all struggled in that game, but Devin Askew at least showed us something, which I would hope so at their 6 years.
After what's he turning? What's his next birthday? What is he, 29?
I don't know, but I know he played there. I'm pretty sure he's a freshman at Kentucky in that COVID year.
Dude, I remember in elementary school watching his high school highlights, bro.
But regardless of his age, he's going to have to play, maybe not put up 18 points, but he's going to have to do like something like that to provide veteran leadership. This game is at the Pavilion, and in a down Big East, I think Nova will have a good year, and I think they're going to make the tournament. And in this game, like Pitt's not good, but it's still a big game for Villanova. Like you can't lose this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think me and Logan are probably on the same side here with Villanova. I won't speak for him, but I'm definitely on Villanova. I actually think they're better than people thought they would be.
Yeah.
Like I said, close loss against BYU, outmatched by Michigan. Who hasn't been outmatched?
So is everyone.
Yeah, exactly. But Villanova's winning the games they should win, and that's a win in of itself. And picking up a little momentum before they get into Big East play, I think would be pretty awesome for them. So I'm on Villanova here, and I want to see them do well. Hometown team.
Yeah, like I said, I use it for most of my points. Pitt's they've lost to Hofstra and Quinnipiac. Like I said, I think just off of those 2 losses alone, I don't really need to say anything.
Wait, shout out Quinnipiac though.
They were low key our team. Like what was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah,
something like that. But dude, Villanova, they almost have 6 players averaging double digits. Or one off. So like I said, I've been tuning into like some of the Villanova games, and like they've looked pretty good in their wins. They've looked pretty good. Pitt just looks like shit. Like straight up. So I'm going Villanova.
And they had to win that Ohio State game, right, to cost me money. Like that had to be the one game they showed up in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think Jeff Capel's time is done there. He's
good. For sure. I think he'll find an assistant coach. I think he's a good assistant coach. I think he'll find a good job somewhere, but I think it's time. He saved his job at Pitt, and now I think it's gone. But switching tunes, we have a good game Saturday as well. Kansas in Raleigh taking on NC State.
Dan, you got it.
All right. Kansas, I've really liked them in the beginning. I really did not like them, and then they got it together. Trey White is continuing to do his thing on the glass as well. A big thing was that when Darren Peterson came back, if he would slip back into the shadows, and in that last game versus Missouri, he still continued to do it, which was great. And I know Bryson Tiller also had a good game. So it's just those supporting roles who kind of came out during DP's absence, which, I mean, in March, Kansas could be looking at Peterson's injury as a blessing in disguise because it really allowed their team to kind of develop and like build some confidence for the role guys, which Darren Peterson, he came back, looked good, you know. On NC State, they finally look good versus Liberty when I put 2 units on Liberty related bets, which really sucked. They blew them out of the water. I do not like Darian Williams. He has not been ACC Player of the Year like caliber, and like I've said before, he has never been the guy, and it was a big test for him to come over to NC State and be the guy on a team that's supposed to be very good, and I have not loved him. As much as you hate Van Allen Lubin, I do like him at the 5. Like, they'll still have paint issues just like based off of their small team. But Van Allen Lubin has done his thing at the 5. And they have been shooting the ball well, though, which is something to build on, which I think they're going to be a good team in the ACC regardless, especially at home. They're going to play off of so much momentum at home and like shooting the ball. I do like Kansas, though. Like, they gave UConn almost all they can handle, and I'm still not totally convinced on NC State yet. I think they will get there, but right now Kansas is the better team.
Logan, you want to go? You want me to go?
No, I'll go. Yeah, I'm on Kansas here. I don't really think this one's not really too tough for me. I did like NC State to start the season, and then after that, what was it, the Seton Hall loss, I believe? They kind of just they started losing game. Like they lost to Texas, lost to Auburn.
Well, Seton Hall was their first loss, yeah.
Yeah. So after that, they lost. There's 2 more games, one to Texas, which I think I bet on NC State to terrible bet. So with Kansas though, with missing Peterson, I mean they've looked good like without Peterson so far. I mean against ND, I mean that was before the Marcus Burton injury, which as you know Notre Dame. I think Danny was pretty high on them.
I like Notre Dame a lot until that,
yeah. So I mean but they're a tough team, and Kansas got that done. Beat Syracuse. They came back against Tennessee, but looking back at it, Tennessee, not very good. But coming back against Missouri, winning by 20 in their last game, it's not really too tough for me here. I think I'm gonna go with Kansas to win this game.
Yeah, not too tough for me either. I'm on the opposite side. I'm gonna be on NC State. I'll be the guy to be on NC State. I think this team's uber talented. I mean, there was a lot higher expectations coming into this year. Terrence Arsenault, I guess he's coming back off an injury, and he just hasn't been playing well, which kind of was I don't know. I don't know why I was so high on him coming into this year. But other than that, I like this NC State team. And being a North Carolina fan, I've seen what it's like to play NC State at home. And it's similar to playing Kansas at home. I mean, Kansas home field or home court advantage is the best, but NC State at home is not the same team. I mean, they are not the same team they play at home, and I think they will be off pure momentum. And this is a win they need to have. They have got to win this game. It's similar. I forget what game we were talking about earlier. Where I said they had to get this win, but NC State, they lost to Auburn, they lost to Texas, lost to Seton Hall. The only win they really have is Boise and VCU. I mean, it's a decent win. This is their first power opponent. This would be a quad 1 win. This would be huge for them, and I think they get it done. I'm going to back them. I know Danny said something about Darren Williams. I agree, and he hasn't been that. It's like the last 4 games. I think he shows up. And I think he's big against them. And I think NC State just has to win this game at home so bad that they'll just go out and get it done. I do like Kansas, though. Don't get me wrong, but this NC State team's too talented to be a 4-loss team this early.
Yeah, I think the two X factors in this game are key points are going to be early 3-point shooting and paint presence. Like Kansas likes to play Trey White and Furi Badunga, which Badunga is going to be a tough matchup for Van Allen Lubin, and Trey White's been doing his thing, so that's going to be tough as well. But if NC State comes out, shoots the ball well, like they're shooting really good this season, if they come out, get some early threes, that place is going to be buzzing. And
Yeah, my X
it's
factor thing
tough,
also, a big thing I have for Kansas is Melvin Council.
100%.
In the games Kansas has won, even the games they kept close, he's been awesome. Speaking back all the way to the Carolina game, he had 7 assists, but only 6 points. They need Melvin Council to be able to score. I mean, that dude is lightning fast. You can't let him get downhill. That'll be huge for Kansas. And once again, touching on what Danny said, Darian Williams has got to score. Earlier in the year, he put up 32 points at 28 back-to-back in games they won. He doesn't have to have that big of a performance, but he's got to be up there, closer to his average of 16.
Yeah, the issue with Council is that he can't shoot. Like, if he could shoot, then
It'd be unbelievable.
he can shoot, and then like watch him against Duke. He like you blink and he's at the rim. Like,
Yeah.
So you can just play drop on him. But
exactly. So, but yeah.
And then Saturday, one of our mid-major squads, Santa Clara, they take on Arizona State. I can start with this one. I'm going Arizona State here. Like Mo Odom, I love Mo Odom. He chucks and he's a bucket. He's having by far his best year. But Arizona State in general, they've been a good surprise. They've been giving teams like all they can handle and have been winning against power conference teams. And so you have Mo Odom, then you have backup guard Anthony Johnson. He has been very good as well. Santa Clara, they're coming off a rough New Mexico loss, which they had things buzzing, and then that kind of really takes a hit on you. Like their only loss was a 1-point loss to St. Louis, which isn't much to harp on. But coming off of New Mexico, oh boy, I don't know how to say his name, but he had a rough going. And Santa Clara is favored on Torvik, but I like Arizona State, and I think they're a little slept on.
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams so far, they surprised me so far this season. I mean, Santa Clara, I feel like that's another one of like our teams that we like this season, along with Oklahoma State. But yeah, I think I'm with Danny here on Arizona State. I think they just look better, and just coming off that bad loss to New Mexico for Santa Clara, I think they lost by almost like 30 points or something bad.
I think it was like 27-ish.
Yeah, dude, they got
27. Yeah, they almost lost.
Was it 98? Was it 98-71? Was that the score?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. Just so far, I think I've just been more impressed with Arizona State. Best way to put it. I think I gotta go with Arizona State here. Not too much to say.
I also like Santa Clara. I don't want to discount them at all. I do. I mean, they won some great games earlier in the year. Especially for like a mid-major squad to go on the road and beat Xavier. I don't know if it was actually on the road, but to beat Xavier, beating Nevada, beating McNeese, 1-point loss to SLU, and then beating Minnesota. I mean, that's everything a mid-major could ask for, especially because they're able to hang in there with those Power 5 teams. But that loss to New Mexico is kind of concerning. Arizona State, on the other hand, only losses to Gonzaga and USC. Lost by double digits both times, but they've got some key games. Beating Texas, beating Oklahoma. I mean, Oklahoma sucks, but beating Oklahoma, Washington State. Fuck. This is going to be a tough one. I think I'll probably also take Arizona State. I think they're just going to be a little too much for Santa Clara. I do think Santa Clara is a good mid-major team, but they're mid-major for a reason, and I think Arizona State's a better Power 5 team than they've faced so far. Definitely a better Power 5 team than they've faced so far. And I think there's going to be a little outmatched. I don't think Santa Clara will be able to handle their size and how good they are on offense.
Yeah. And then Indiana and Kentucky will be going at it in Rupp this weekend. Kentucky is definitely. Yeah.
I can start, and I'm going to hold my nose when I say this. Oh God, this is disgusting. The only reason I'm doing this, and I could be completely wrong, but the only reason I'm doing this is because it's in Rupp. I'm going to take Kentucky to win this game. They are in shambles. Panic meters at a 10. They are
11.
down horrendous. Yeah, it's more than 11. At a 10, the panic meter is probably a 17. They suck right now. They're flat out. There's no other. They suck. They have not beaten a good team. The only team they've even hung close with in a game was at home against North Carolina. Still ended up losing. They just couldn't score down the stretch. Indiana fucking sucks. I don't care. I don't think they're that good. Lamar Wilkerson scored 44 points. That's absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to bet on some regression from him because that's insane. The only reason I'm going to back Kentucky is because it's in Rupp and they have got to win. At least in the last 2-3 years, I can't think of a team that needed to win worse than them. Maybe North Carolina when they were whatever against quad one teams a year or two ago.
Well,
like I said, I'm holding my nose when I take this, but I'm going to take Kentucky to win this game at home and finally get at least a little momentum going into Christmas time. Yeah, that'll be their Christmas present is beating Indiana.
I was gonna say. I mean, I was gonna lead it off, but yeah, I'm going with Kentucky here. I'm probably gonna throw. I want to throw up making this pick.
Yeah, hold your nose,
dude. Like they just look like shit, and they haven't even everybody that they've beat. They're just not good. So this is the first. If they win, this is a first. I guess I don't even want to call this a good win. It's like
this would be a good win for Kentucky. I don't know. It's a decent win.
Yeah, I mean, but they look terrible so far. But
Danny, this would be quad one, wouldn't it?
Let me look.
It's probably flirting with it. They need Indiana to win a couple more, probably.
But the thing is, with SEC schools, they naturally move up to quad one with just who they play. So right now it's listed as quad one. Oh yeah, because it's on the road, which means they have to stay in the top 75 in net, and Kentucky's still 34. So there's no way, at the end of the year, they're dropping out of that.
I'm gonna go. My thing is, listen, I'm all I don't know. Jesus Christ, Indiana lost to Minnesota. That's kind of a thing that you're shit. You're actually shit if you lose to Minnesota. So let's just go off that. Let's go Kentucky because yeah. Go with that, Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Indiana. Kentucky's top two guys are Aberdeen and Owe, and usually I would say Owe is pretty good, but he has not been what he was expected to be this year. And Denzel Aberdeen is not that guy, which I feel like I'm a broken record because I say this all the time. I do like Jasper Johnson, though, and I think they should try to find something with him off the bench. I believe he just had a really good game versus Southern. Indiana, they had a really bad loss versus Minnesota, as you said, Logan, but they have looked good in 2 games after that versus quality enough opponents. Penn State sucks, but they're still a Big Ten team. They destroyed them, and they lost to Louisville, which they put up a really good fight. I'm not too worried about that loss. But Lamar Wilkerson, 44, which I think needs to be said again, 10 3-pointers. That is absolutely insane.
An efficient 44 too.
Yeah,
I think
10 for 15 from D. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's unbelievable. 73% from the field. Wow.
Then you still have DeVries and Connerway do their thing too behind them. Those 3, I like them. I can't pick Kentucky in a big game. There's nothing telling me to pick. There's nothing swaying me to the Kentucky side. Respectfully, I don't think UNC is that good, and Kentucky looked terrible in that game. I'm sorry, UNC is good, but Kentucky looked terrible in that game. And, they just got Gonzaga points was absolutely free versus Kentucky. There's just nothing telling me to pick them, so I'm going Indiana.
Another guy I'm looking out for in this game, too, is Malachi Moreno. I like him a lot.
I like him
and I think they need to use him more. He can ball.
If he was on any other team, I would say he'd be getting a lot more notice right now.
Yeah, but he's on
Chandler 50 bomb. Let's go.
He fills out the stat sheet. I like Malachi Moreno, especially against UNC. He just looked good. He didn't fill up the stat sheet or nothing, but just felt like right place, right time. Had forced 5 turnovers. He was great.
Yeah, and Kentucky has a big 2-game stretch. Don't look at has anyone looked at their next game yet? If not, do any of you know what it is?
Kentucky?
It's Johnny's. Kentucky. They play St. John's.
St. John's.
Talk about another team that needs to win a big game. Jesus. Where's it at?
Kentucky, Atlanta, I believe.
They're so underwhelming. They're underwhelming so far.
But that's I
swear Carolina's the most underrated team in the fucking nation, dude. They could go out. They could go out and beat the Avengers.
Get out of here.
They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything.
Because they barely beat Kentucky and they played 20 good minutes versus Kansas. Good job.
Good job. Played 20 good. You said they beat Kansas, correct? Why don't we just say they beat 20 good minutes? Why we got to get all
because you were losing you were getting killed at halftime.
We're a second half team. Weren't you losing to Florida
West Virginia.
at halftime?
Ohio State, West Virginia.
Yo, see, he avoided it.
Didn't you lose? Didn't you lose to Michigan State and we beat them on the road? Thank you.
Oh my God!
Ohio State, West Virginia.
It was a fucking ref fest.
No, that is not true.
It was a fucking ref. I'm about to call
that
Drew up
so
and put him on.
Oh my God! Builder's down on the ground. He's grabbing his knee.
All right, we'll have another discussion about the Duke whistle another day. All right, we'll have another discussion about the Duke whistle another day. Ohio State and West Virginia.
I can kick this one off if you want.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. This is a neutral site in Ohio, though, Cleveland. So not too far from, home for Ohio State. I don't know. I like Ohio State. I don't really know why, but I do like Ohio State. And I just don't think West Virginia is that good. They played a close game against Clemson. They, lost by 10 to Xavier. They lost by 9 to Wake Forest. Their only Power 5 win is against Pitt, who we've talked about enough on this podcast so far. I just don't think they're that good of a team, and I think Ohio State's just another team that just needs a win. I mean, I'm not saying they don't have to they're not expected to be crazy, but I think this is a game they just need to win. It's just flat out, and it's in Ohio. I think it actually will be a decent game, but I think Ohio State wins this one, especially coming off a loss. I'll back Bruce Thornton.
Yeah, I'll go next. I think I'm at the point where I'm kind of chalking up that Pitt game as a bad game for Ohio State, which is really unfortunate come March because that's really going to hurt them. But they look good versus Illinois. They only lost by 8. That's a good showing. And West Virginia, they lost at Wake. I think it will be a good game, and it features 2 good scorers in Bruce Thornton and Honor Huff, which Bruce Thornton is just an absolute baller. And I believe the game's in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go Ohio State. I think they're better, and I think they'll get some momentum going towards the new year.
Yeah, I think we're on Ohio State here. I am as well. Just so far, I think they've just struggled. They just struggled so far. I mean, once they start going, I think they're going to look. I mean, they're obviously going to look way better. And West Virginia, I'm just really not sold on them. What is the spread looking like right now on this game?
Torvik has it at 2.9 Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it actually should be a little higher, honestly.
Yeah, but I'm on Ohio State here. I just like them way better than West Virginia.
Yeah. SMU and LSU.
Oof. Someone else got to start this one.
I can start it. I think I don't know. I think Gavin is. I'm not sure about you, Danny, but I really like SMU.
I 100% agree.
Okay. So, all right, I do really like SMU. I think they're a very good team. I mean, LSU so far. I mean, they have looked pretty solid, but they really haven't played anyone outside. I mean, the really only good game that they played was against Texas Tech, and they got absolutely smoked. SMU has, they got smoked by Vandy, but they beat Texas A&M. If you want to call that a decent win.
I mean, they went to overtime, so
yeah. I mean,
they were
winning. They were leading all game.
Yeah, and then Butler. I mean, they had to come back in that one, but they ended up winning it. Mississippi State, and I'm not really going to count that as a really good win at all. But here, is it at LSU? Or is this
it was on the road.
Yes, it's neutral site, but it's in NOLA.
Yeah,
It's at the Pelicans.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't care. I think I'm gonna go with SMU here. I just like them a lot better than I do LSU. I'm just not really sold on this LSU team yet. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
know
think
the record says they're like, I don't know. I think the record it's just better than like, I don't know, it's better than what it says. But yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna go with SMU.
I think LSU sucks. Boston College going into overtime, even though they beat them, is kind of a negative now. Like Boston College is absolutely terrible, and they got destroyed against Texas Tech. They haven't proved as much to me. Like they did destroy DePaul, beat Drake, but the last two games outweigh those two in a big way for me. And SMU, I really like them. Their only loss was at Vandy, which they kind of got smoked, but Vandy just looks absolutely brilliant right now. They got the overtime win against Texas A&M and Pierre. I'm hoping that was a breakout game for John Pierre. I think he had 35 in that game, but I like SMU a lot. On paper, they're a good team. Boopy Miller, Pierre, Edwards, like they're a good team, and if they win this, that they'll kind of like destroy the bottom. They'll kind of like own the bottom of the SEC. So, yeah, I like SMU.
Yeah, I was kind of on LSU against Boston College. I don't know, for whatever reason, I don't mind their team. I don't think they're very good. Deaton Thomas is a baller. I like him personally. But SMU, Jaron Pierre didn't even need a breakout game. He had 35, but he hasn't even scored under like 15 points in a game this year. So I don't think he even really needed the 35 to break out. He's averaging damn near 18 before it.
Yeah.
Boopy Miller's a dog. Boopy Miller's so good. He's so cold. And BJ Edwards as well. They can score. Flat out, they can score like 90 points a game. Yeah, I think they're just going to outclass LSU here. It comes down to if you just look at strength of record or strength of schedule. SMU is definitely more battle tested, and LSU's first 5 wins were against nobody. So I'm going to back you guys be on SMU as well.
Yeah, I think by breakout I meant more from the 3-point arc because he did struggle early in the year from deep, and they went 3 for 8 in that last game, which is something they're gonna need from him.
Okay, yeah.
Which Pierre, he was one of my favorite like transfer portal guys at Jacksonville State. I'm pretty sure I like Jaron Pierre a lot, and yeah. UCLA and Gonzaga Saturday night. I feel like UCLA always finds themselves in these random games for some reason.
Yeah.
Like the late night rankings.
Late night beef. I guess does anybody, Logan, you want to kick this one off? Or
I mean, yeah,
it's like pretty easy for me. I feel like
I was gonna say there's not really much to say here for me. I mean, UCLA, I mean, I guess as like, yeah, you beat Washington by 2 fucking points. Good job. Beat Oregon. Good job. I don't really care about those fucking wins. They suck. Yeah, I'm going Gonzaga here. There's not really much to say. They're just better.
Yeah, it's pretty much all I got too. I'm gonna go Gonzaga. I think they're just better. UCLA did beat them this time last year. I don't particularly care. I think Gonzaga's going to continue to get back on track after that Michigan loss. I think they're still playing angry, and I think they're once again going to take this out on. I mean, they won by their last 2 games, a combined total of 86. I don't think they'll slow down here. I think they'll roll through UCLA fairly easily. It's in Seattle, Washington. It's neutral site in Seattle, so
classic fake Gonzaga neutral site game.
Yeah,
let's
it's
play
Gonzaga
30 minutes from campus and call it a neutral site.
Yeah, so Gonzaga rolls. UCLA is just not that good, I don't think. I don't mind their team, but I think Danny's probably going to mention them, so I'm going to mention them first. It's Donovan Dent. He's shooting 7% from 3.
My initial opening was going to be, let's guess what Donovan Dent's 3-point shooting has gone down.
I mean, it's actually pretty much taken it out of his game. The last 4 games, he's attempted 6 total threes. He's just taken it out of his game. I don't know what happened because Donovan Dent was he number one in the portal? Maybe
He
probably.
was damn near.
If he wasn't number one, he was top 3, top 5.
He was like looked at as him and Braden were the best 2-point guards in college
And it sucks. It
basketball.
sucks because I did like Donovan Dent. I mean, who
I like
wouldn't?
him.
He's just a ball. He can play. He's just good. And UCLA just kind of swung and missed on him, which kind of blows. So unfortunately for UCLA, Gonzaga is a buzzsaw, and good night.
Yeah, I mean, Donovan Dent, he's never been a huge 3-point shooter, but at least he was shooting 41% on 2 attempts a game, which, I mean, that's fine. Now you're down to 7.7%, which is just, I think I could shoot better than that. Yeah, Gonzaga, I like them a lot, and they pretty much confirmed that they're legit winning that game against Kentucky, especially after getting destroyed to Michigan. I like Gonzaga a lot this year, especially going into a terrible West Coast conference yet again. So, yeah, I mean, is this Gonzaga's last big game? Because it might be like the last time we see them against anyone for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I think St. Mary's isn't a bad team that they'll face, but
Santa Clara will give them a tough game too. But
they always do. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, they play Oregon, which whatever.
Oh, not Oregon.
Yeah, I mean, so this is a big issue with me with Gonzaga. I feel like they don't face adversity enough in January and February, and then it always ends up killing them in March. Because if you're not playing
it'd
a lot
be
of
beneficial for them to join like the Big 12 or something. Just to
well, they're joining the Pac-12 now, but it's like
they are.
It's the makeshift Pac-12, and it's not that good.
Pac-12.
Like it's basic. It's almost like a horizontal, like a lateral movement.
Yeah, they play no one, man. Wow.
It's a shame. I wish they would go join the Pac-12 ain't there anymore. I don't know, because their football, it screws them.
Yeah, it does.
But college football now, we only have 2 games on this slate. Starting with Army Navy, I'll start. I'm keeping it simple too. I'm going Navy -6. I like Navy this year. They're doing well, and I think they're more than 6 points better than Army.
Yeah, I'll go next. This is one of my favorite. I look forward to this game all year. It's pretty much glorified high school football. I love it. It's just run. It's whoever can run the ball. Whoever's just the tougher team. And Navy's got that this year. Navy's a good team. I mean, Army. Jeff Monken, he's a great coach. But Navy's it just so happens to be their year, and I'm going to agree with Danny and back him, have the same bet. I think Navy wins is better than a touch. I think they'll win by a touchdown at the very least, but I think they're probably better than that. Looking to build on last year's wins, so yeah, I'll take Navy.
Before Logan goes, odd question: does this count as a conference game?
No, Army's independent, I think.
No, they're both American.
Both American? Really?
Army's in the American now. I highly doubt it counts as a conference game.
Nah, I think it's because it's a bowl game. I don't think it.
Yeah, so
that's
interesting. It's technically an American versus American matchup right now. Army went 4-4, and Navy went 7-1. Take that what you will.
Kind of crazy. Yeah, that's kind of.
Army only lost to Tulane by 7 though.
That's pretty. Hey, that's not bad. That's not
really
bad.
I don't know, dude. I don't really have like a big I don't know. I guess I don't really have you know what? Maybe for fun, let's play the over in this game. Let's go over just for
fun. The over in Army Navy is evil.
Nah, I don't really hate it. It's in Maryland, bro. I wish I would come back to Philly. That's so stupid. Nah, I don't hate it. Last year it's Sword over. Well, not really. Sword was generous, but
it's at 37.5 right now.
Logan, you are nuts for taking the over, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, 15, 30, 37, 28, and then last year was 43. The first time
Navy's putting up points though.
Yeah, Navy is putting up. They won 15-0 one game. That's crazy.
All right. Boise State and Washington's the other bowl game. What is this? Is this a Stripe Bowl?
It has. What'd you say?
Is this what is this bowl called?
I have no idea what this bowl is called. LA Bowl. It's in LA.
Bowl.
It's kind of unfortunate because the spread has risen so much. I'm not sure if I will have a definite bet on this game, but I do like Washington. Obviously, Washington to win. Boise State, I don't know how they just keep winning their fucking conference. I liked UNLV in that game. I know Danny was on Boise State. I just can't. I don't think Boise State's that good. And Washington, fell off a little bit. Fuck it. Should I just do it? Yeah, I'll take Washington spread here. I'll back the Huskies. Hesitantly. I mean, I don't even know if I'm definitely gonna bet it come Saturday, but I do like Washington a lot in this game. They were really good to start the year, and then just kind of just shit. They only lost to Oregon by 12, which I guess is something to look forward to. And their running backs are monsters. And Damon Williams isn't bad, so I expect them to at least control the pace.
Logan.
This is like the same thing. I honestly have no fucking idea. Honestly, I'm not, like I said, I'm not like a huge college football guy. Fuck.
You don't have to pick anything if you don't have a bet.
No, you're picking something.
He's picking something.
Fuck that. Give me Washington -10.
Okay. I'm going with the under here.
Ooh,
but
really?
So Washington, if you look at their games against good teams, their offense has struggled. Put 10 against Wisconsin, 14 against Oregon, but their defense has been good pretty much these past half of the season. Like, they've only let up, I guess that's like 12 points per game in their last 4 weeks. And like you said, the running games, these is two really good running games. And I think the pace is going to be set on the ground, which slows up the game. So Washington's defense is good, and their offense hasn't been amazing against teams that are good. So I think it's going to be on the lower scoring end, maybe in like the 40s. So, yeah, I'm going with the under. Mm-hmm. Then we finally get to NFL. Thursday night, we got the Falcons and the Bucks. I don't want to start this. So. Yeah, it is tonight. So fantasy playoffs starting tonight.
Oh, my gosh. Ooh. Fuck.
I mean, I'll start it off. Jesus Christ. I think I bash the Falcons like probably every week now, especially with Kirk Cousins. I bashed them last week. I think I took Seahawks. They just absolutely killed them. But here, I think I'm actually leaning Falcons spread. Jesus Christ, that sounds disgusting.
This game is disgusting.
You got a divisional game on Thursday night football. It's a primetime game. I mean, the Bucks have lost 4 of their last 5, and they've looked out of it completely. Like, they've looked really bad. Baker Mayfield doesn't look like the same quarterback right now. I mean, it kind of just looks bad for them. I really don't like this Falcons team right now. They're pretty banged up. No Drake London, but divisional game on Thursday night. I think they could keep it close, like within 5 points. So I'll go with the Falcons spread here.
Gavin, want to go next?
I honestly don't have a play. I don't really like this game. I don't like either team. I couldn't tell you how to bet it if I tried. I
want to pick something.
Yeah, I mean, I get wanting to pick something. I just there's nothing that I like in this game. I don't like I hate the 5 point spread because you don't get like a key number at 6. And it's like, the team totals look nice, but I don't know if the team totals I would bet would be Falcons over and the Bucks under, but I don't want to bet on the Falcons. See, the Falcons defense. Yeah, I don't want to bet on the Falcons defense or the Falcons offense. But at the same time, the way the Bucks have looked, they've failed to cover the last 5. I don't have a pick. I don't think I'll bet anything in this game, to be honest with you.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know if I'm personally betting it, but just for this sake, I'll give one out.
Yo, Logan, you want to squad ride a Bucky Irving touchdown or no?
I'm doing a Tyler Algier, Bucky Irving touchdown parlay.
I think that's sexy.
All right, my bet. I found some. You said Bucks under. I'm gonna go Bucks over. Team total of 24.5.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, the Falcons' defense has been absolutely abysmal recently. They let up 37 versus Seattle and 27 versus the Jets. And
Seattle's offense is potent.
Still, it's a lot of points.
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
Seattle is very good. Seattle's awesome, but that's still a lot of points at home,
lit up
especially.
30 and 31.
And
I didn't even peep that.
And the Bucks were at least floating around it. Like, they put up 20 in their last 2 games. So, do you think they can get 5 more points against this Falcons at home?
You know what? I actually, I wish that. What is it at? Minus 104. You might be able to get 23.5 to get that prime number 24 at like minus 120 on the dot.
Dude, these games they fucking rock this week.
But I'm going Bucks team total over.
Actually, I you know what, Danny? I didn't look at the Falcons defense. Like,
it's been really freaking bad, dude.
Yeah, it's been really bad. I didn't even think about that. I know I said I was going to fade them. I want to see what their alternate team total would be at. What's the Bucks?
Run defense too.
Yeah, 23.5 up to minus 140. That's just not worth my money. All right, I'm good.
What was your pick then?
Nothing. I'm not picking anything.
I will not blame you.
Going on to Sunday night, we have Cowboys and Vikings.
Jesus.
Dude.
Like, this is just another game where it's like, I don't know if I'm going to have a bet in this game.
Yeah, no thanks.
I think this pick would be a lot easier if the Vikings didn't go out and win 31-0 versus Washington.
Yeah. Danny, you're a big over-under guy. What's your thoughts on that over-under? 47? No?
Thing is, I want to take the over, but I think McCarthy could just come out and lay another egg. Like,
play like JJ McCarthy is what you're saying?
Play like 9.
You can't. You literally you can't. Yeah, have you seen all the shit that they're doing? They're like photoshopping like JJ McCarthy's face onto like Jalen Hurts and shit.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I mean, that's kind of true at this point.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a bet though?
No.
Nah.
Are we all just not picking the prime times?
I mean, I don't know how to bet this game, genuinely.
Dude, and then check Monday Night Football too. Check that. Like, that's probably even worse.
It's like, oh god, this is fucking gross, dude. Like the Vikings defense isn't that bad. I mean, the Cowboys offense is great. Like, I'm even looking at team totals. Like, I have no idea because the Vikings low-key did decent against the Seahawks, and they only let up 23 to the Packers, 19 to the Bears. I just don't love.
I don't know. Maybe if I had to pick one, maybe the under. I'll go with the under.
You pick the under? Really?
Under, dude. I don't know. I'll just go with the under here. We're just gonna go.
So I'm gonna. It's minus 140, but I'm gonna go with the Javonte Williams anytime touchdown. The Vikings they've been letting up touchdowns to running backs, and last week, even though they won 31-0, they still let up 100+ yards on the ground. So I think the Cowboys are going to be high scoring too, especially if JJ McCarthy lays an egg. Then they're going to be running the ball more by the end of the game. So I think they're going to put up a lot of points, and Javonte will get a touchdown.
I'll take a long shot here. I mean, I got nothing else. No, I won't. I lied. Totally lied. Yeah, no, I definitely lied.
So back-to-back games without a pick for Berg.
Back-to-back games without a pick for me. I'm out.
Oh, look up.
Jesus fucking Christmas.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They're all terrible. Like, listen, touchdowns in this one, dude.
All right, I'll start us off. I got a pick.
All right.
And I absolutely hate it. I'm going to take the under 42.5.
I actually don't.
I'm just going to bet on the unders here. Bet on the under.
Oh.
I'm just going to bet on both these guys. I don't know. They both fucking suck. I hate the Steelers. I hate the Dolphins. They suck balls.
Yeah, I don't like anything here. I'm just going to go with Devon Achane anytime. I feel like minus 130. That's just still
that's
really
not
good.
bad.
I think it's still great.
I was considering doing that, not going to lie.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like these teams just well, I feel like these teams suck balls, but aside from that, their matchups dating back to 2017, they've had 3 games that's went over under every game. So I'm just might as well take a shot there.
Hold on, let me look at something because I might be going in a different direction.
You taking the over? You fucking
Dude, the
jerk
rest
off.
of the slate.
No, it's
Oh,
a player prop. I was considering going Waddle touchdown, but
DK maybe.
nah.
DK touchdown. DK touchdown maybe.
Ew. No, go away, Logan. Ew.
I'll go with HN as well. Just why not?
Dicky.
Washington. Oh, I think I got. Do I have
With the 1 o'clock slate, which is a lot more games, so it should be something you like.
Yeah, I think I have. I guess 2, maybe 1. I'm leaning. I like the Packers. Packers by 2. I just think, dude, this Broncos team, they just keep. Oh wait, is this 1? Oh fuck, this is 1 o'clock slate. God damn.
You stupid. Fuck.
Give me fuck that, dude. Commanders is underdogs. Give me them. Fuck the Giants.
God.
Give me the Commanders.
Oh.
I like Bengals plus 2.5 at home versus the Ravens.
One thing I'm looking at specifically before I get into the other ones. Oh wait, that's a 4 o'clock game too. My bad. I did the same thing.
Stop.
You're a fucking idiot. You stupid fuck.
All right.
You're not very nice. I don't know. I just don't love like a lot of these.
This slate is just not good.
This week sucks.
You know what? Actually, I do have a pick. I'm going Bills money line against the Patriots in New England. I don't think New England is good as their record is. They're a good team. Do not get me wrong. Drake May is awesome. I just don't see Buffalo losing to them twice. So I'm going to take a shot. And back the Bills here. Another one that I'm looking at, I don't know. Wouldn't post this one. I kind of like the Texans spread just because I think their defense is going to obliterate the Cardinals. I mean, it's just their defense it's just fun to watch. I mean, it's not fun football, but if you're watching specifically for defenses, it's just a flat out a fun watch. Beyond that, if I had to, I'm trying to like look through these games. Like I'm just like looking through all the games right now.
Dude, Chargers plus.
Dude, I don't hate that. They haven't covered a spread in forever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, they listen. I could be wrong, but like they just keep giving the Chiefs respect, and it's like one of those things. It's like, why? Like, why?
Well, the Chiefs could win this game by a field goal, and we still hit. So
that's what I'm saying.
Honestly, Logan, I would tail that with you. I like. So mine would be. Yeah, I'd take Bills money line. I'd take Texans spread. I might even look at Cardinals team total. I think it's at 16. I don't know if I'll actually take that. But I like you're getting the Chargers at 5.5, coming off like a decent win. I don't know. I see what you're saying though.
Kind of wouldn't even. I wouldn't even hate. Like I said, if you want to get, I don't even hate Browns plus 7.5. I don't even. Hate
I was thinking that. I think I'm gonna go. You can get Shadur Sanders 175 plus yards at minus 140 against the Bears.
What's 200?
It's plus 140.
See, I like 200.
So, but I'll play the 175 plus because Shadur, I'm kind of thinking he's like Jameis Winston. He's going to throw for a lot of yards, and the Bears have let up a lot of yards to quarterbacks. Like they let up 230 to Jalen Hurts, and they let up 220 something to Jordan Love, and before that, 171 to Mason Rudolph for the Steelers. So like. I like Shadur 175 plus a lot.
Yep.
Another one I'm looking at, I'm definitely not going to bet this game. I don't know if I'm just being stupid. Does 13.5 seem like a lot for the Jaguars?
Are they playing the Jets?
The Jets. Listen, the Jets suck. Don't get me wrong. The Jets suck. I'm not like saying this, but I don't know. I feel like 13.5 is just a lot of points.
I don't know, man. They beat the Chargers by 29.
The Jets just lost to the Dolphins by 24 points, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the Jags have been killing teams recently.
I mean, they only lost to the Patriots by 13. They lost to the Ravens by 13. Like that would cover.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll take that. I was
425 slate.
We good on? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're good. Oh, yeah,
4
425 slate is what I'm talking about.
Give me the Packers. Give me the Packers. I fucking hate the Broncos. I think they're the most fraudulent team in the NFL right now. They just barely win every single game. Yeah, fuck
That
them.
line is so disrespectful.
It is, bro. I think the Packers are gonna.
No, to the Broncos, bro. That's so disrespectful to the Broncos.
Fuck you. No, fuck you. Give me the Packers.
All right. This is all the 4 o'clock slate. Holy shit, there's so many games.
Yeah, why is there 5 games?
So the first one I'm taking, I'm gonna fade Phillip Rivers. I feel like I have to. I don't know if I'm gonna take their under team total or I'm just gonna take the Seahawks to spread. But I'm betting one of those. I'm betting one of those because Phillip Rivers is. They should have an ambulance on standby because he's in danger with this defense. And yes, I'm a little biased. I'm a Seahawks fan, like whatever. But I mean, their pass rush is great, and I don't think he'll be able to move. He's got a beer belly now. Shout out Phillip Rivers, love him, but I think
he's a large dude now.
Yeah, another one. I like the Niners. I think they're starting it. What the fuck just happened? They're getting hot, kind of. I don't know. Everybody's starting to get more healthy. 12.5. I don't know. The Titans are just so fucking bad at football. And the Niners are kind of seemed like they're starting to get, really starting to get shit moving. So I like them, and I'm actually on the I'm gonna leave it at that.
I got one more. Sorry, Danny, really quick, one more. I'm just gonna take the over in the Lions-Rams game. I just think, I'm just not gonna think too hard about it.
You don't think the Rams defense is too good?
No, not now. I don't think so. I think the Lions. Really? The Lions' offense is going to be able to get. I mean, dude, you got Gibbs, J-Mo, Amon-Ra, and Monty. It's gonna.
I have one pick here right now, and I'm dealing with Mike picked last week. I'm going Stafford over 2.5 passing touchdowns. The Lions have been getting shredded by opposing quarterbacks. Dak only had 1 touchdown, but he had like almost 400 yards, and Jordan Love had 4 touchdowns. And Stafford looks great, so I'm going Stafford 3+ passing touchdowns. All right. That is it for NFL, and all we have left now is UFC. It's not a great card, Logan. Do you want to quickly run through it a bit?
Oh yeah. I'll just run through the.
We have a lot of time. We've been here for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll just run through the main card pretty quick. So this is UFC Fight Night. It's in the Apex in Vegas. Royval versus Cop. It's the last one of 2025. So featherweight main event. But yeah, let's just run through it really quick. This just got added. I believe it was either today or yesterday. It's Bobby King Green versus Lance Gibson Jr.
What the fuck's catch weight?
So it just means they're
it's like in between or something.
Yeah, so it's just in between it. They both couldn't make the weight, their weight class, so they're just at a catch weight right now. I believe it's they give them a few pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So King Green, Jesus Christ. I would be lying if I said I knew anything about Lance Gibson. They literally just signed him as of yesterday. I didn't even know what promotion he was in. I think I saw a few things. They're really just so he was in Bellator. They're trying to get more Canadian fighters in the UFC, and they're trying to get Canadian talent. This is not going to be one of them. This is nepotism at its finest. His dad was in the UFC before. This should be pretty easy for Bobby Green. I don't think he's amazing, but I probably see him getting a finish here against Lance Gibson. Just not really too high on that fight. Next one, we got a heavyweight fight between Marcus Buchecha and Kennedy Nzechukwu. Jesus Christ. Marcus Buchecha is coming from a big BJJ background, and he's one of the best in the world, actually, at BJJ. But he made his UFC debut. I actually bet on him, and he just looked like shit against Martin Buday, who's just a big, fat blob. He actually lost. Buchecha lost a decision, and he didn't get cut, but the guy who won got cut, which was pretty strange. But Yeah, here I just didn't like the way Buchecha fought, and I think the line right now is minus 120 or so for Kennedy, which I think is extremely, extremely disrespectful for him. He has gotten submitted before, which he could get taken down and submitted here, but he's just faced a better level of competition, just more UFC. Like he's just had more UFC time. He's had 7 to 8 years. He's had a lot of wins, like a few losses here, but I see Kennedy winning this fight by knockout. All right. So then the next one, we got a featherweight fight between Melchizio Costa versus Morgan Charrier. Jesus Christ, the fuck. So both these guys have been in the UFC, I believe, like around the same time. I wasn't too high on Costa coming in, but he has surprised me with some pretty decent wins against Rodriguez and Andre Fili. And I mean, he's won his last 4. So against Charrier, he's very fast, very explosive, good knockout power. And you've seen Costa struggle with that in the past. I don't really see it being too much. I think Costa is just a better fighter here. He's going to be taller. I mean, he's going to have the reach advantage here. And if this does go to the ground, I could see Costa getting a submission win, but I could probably see Costa taking this to a decision. Right, so then the next one, we got Cesar Almeida versus Cesare Alejashak. So Cesare's brother is actually in the UFC, Michael Alejashak. So he's.
I was gonna say I knew that last name sounded familiar.
Yeah, so Cesare's coming off of Dana White's Contender Series where he got a knockout in the first round, and I mean just his resume in general. I mean he's been in other promotions. He's racked up some wins. Mostly by knockout. He has 9 knockout wins, which I mean he's 9-0 to that. Cesar Almeida, he's been around for a while now, not just in UFC, but just like in kickboxing in general. He's actually in other kickboxing promotions, he's fought Alex Pereira when they were both like younger and in their prime. And I believe he knocked out Alex Pereira. But just from watching some of Almeida's tape, he looks slow. Alejashak, he's a very fast fighter. He's got great hands, great speed, and he's got great accuracy. I see Cesare winning this fight pretty early by knockout. I don't see this fight going the distance. I think so. The next fight we got, this is the co-main, still a 3-rounder because it's on the Apex. This is probably what I'm most excited for. We got Kevin Vallejos versus Giga Shikadze. Kevin Vallejos is probably the most exciting prospect right now or in any weight class. He only has 1 loss on his record, and that was to John Silva. They both fought each other on Dana White's Contender Series about 2 years ago. So since then, he hasn't lost. He's had some very good wins in the UFC so far. And Giga is kind of on the back end of his career here. I mean, he's lost 3 of his last 4. I mean, yes, they are good opponents, but he has looked very slow. His takedown defense is pretty bad. I could see Kevin. I don't know if I see Giga getting knocked out here, which it's definitely a possibility because Kevin Vallejos has like crazy power. I could see Kevin, beating him in pace and getting those takedowns, taking it to a decision, probably unanimous for Vallejos. And then we got the main event. We got Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape. They were supposed to fight 2 other times here this year, both canceled. One was because Royval had to pull out in the first match because he had a really nasty concussion. And then the second one was, I believe Kape broke his foot. But here with fuck you. Here with Royval, I mean, coming off the Van fight, I mean, he took about 250 significant strikes, mostly to the head. I mean, coming off of a really bad concussion and then going against Joshua Van, that's just like it's not good to be taking all that damage. Manel Kopp, in my opinion, is the best striker at flyweight right now. He's the hardest hitter. I mean, I think I would argue that he is a top. I believe his rank is 6 right now. He's a top 3 flyweight. Roy Vall, I just don't like the damage that he just took. And Kopp, I believe he's sitting minus 250 right now, which it's a little disrespectful to Roy Vall, but I don't see this fight going the distance. I see Kopp getting a knockout within the first 3 rounds. So yeah, we're gonna go Kopp there.
All right. Pretty much rounds up what we had. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I know we're finishing up finals now. Gavin, you're already done, right?
Yeah. I got one test tomorrow, but it's just some bullshit.
All right. Well, hope you guys have a great weekend. Nice college hoop slate. College football is all right, but we'll pick up more next week. I believe that's when college football starts.
Yeah, should have a special guest too. So.
Yep. Well, 2 next week, right? 2 special guests next week, Monday and Thursday. But all right, have a great weekend. We'll see you.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.